Hello YouTubers and welcome to the dealsprime.com review channel. Today we're running a live MTK 65.1 version benchmark test, and it's on the TCL Idol X Plus, and it's the S960, and this is an octa-core phone. It's powered by MTK6592 CPU. And in this review, this is going to be an all-in-one review. We're going to check out the benchmark results, then we're going to check out the build of the S960, then the accessories, the free YouTube promo gift, and then we'll go in depth and show you this phone in action. Before we continue though, I just want to remind you guys to like our video. Also, subscribe to the dealsprime.com review channel. And make sure that the link inside of your inside the YouTube video description is actually linking to dealsprime.com. We will be again including the free YouTube promo gifts, so make sure that it does link to Deals Prime, as no other people are going to be including the gifts that we include. So first off, basically all that this phone comes with from TCL is a wall charger and the data cable for plugging into the unit. And when you order and you're from the UK, Australia, or the UK, Europe, it will come with your country's power plug adapter free, only from Deals Prime. And here it is, the data cable, and you can connect it to your computer to transfer files or to charge. And the results are in, and it gets an awesome score of 34,501. Great score. And we'll just check out some of the results. So we have 2 GB DDR3 RAM. This has an octa-core 2 GHz CPU, so this is probably one of the faster 8 octa-core CPUs that I've seen, which just means that this firmware has been optimized. Mali 450 GPU, and we'll just check device info. So it's TCL, and again S960, and MTK6589 CPU. So most other the CPU is probably rated at about 2, and this one is actually running at 2. So a lot of times when it's rated at 2, it only runs at 1.7. So again, great job to TCL. The screen resolution is a 1920 by 1080, 13 megapixel camera on the back. It does have root access, but that does not mean that it comes rooted. You have to root it yourself. And it looks like the RAM, there's about half of the RAM free, 16 gigabytes RAM. And again, it says it is about 10 gigabytes free, but we'll check in the settings. And let's see what else. 5-inch IPS screen with 480 DPI. 2 megapixel camera on the front. And here are the here's the firmware information. So this firmware was last updated. It says January 2nd, but it's never. They just probably haven't updated it. The date. This does support GPS and AGPS, and here are the sensors that it does and does not support. And we're actually packaging some things right now, so there is a little bit of bubble wrap in the background. And actually that's probably encouraging, because we're going to make sure that your phone is protected while it's shipping. So let's just show you the build of the unit. And so this is the white version. It also comes in black, but black, it's you may have to check on our site. There may be maybe a 1-week waiting list on our site. We'll go to our site shortly, and you just have to check the listing. So on the back, it just kind of shows you where the SIM slots are. So here's a 13 megapixel camera, and this looks like a secondary mic hole, a flash, and then on the side here we have a SIM slot. I think that's what it's trying to tell us what to do, is how to open the slot. So okay, so you kind of push down on it here, and then okay, so it opens up like a window. So full-size SIM slot, so that's a cool, nice little design actually. I like it. So SIM slot 1, and then at the top we have a 3.5mm headphone jack, power/sleep button, SIM slot 2, which is here, and again you just kind of open it up like a window. You get the point. Volume up, volume down. At the bottom we have dual speakers and micro USB port. Okay, so then on the front we have a 2 megapixel camera, and so we've showed you the charger, again the charger accessories, and this is let's see, what it's 5-volt 1 amp charger. And when you order from Deals Prime, it will actually include a free screen protector with a wipe cloth. And if you ask us to include the free YouTube promo flip case, we will. And again, you have to ask us for it, and we'll include whichever color you order. But this is like stand up. The case can stand up, so nice $12 value. Now, in order to get this case, though, you actually ask us in the order notes section during checkout to please include the free YouTube promo flip case, or the free YouTube promo case, and we will. Now, in order to see the order notes section, you actually need to go to dealsprime.com and register, then log in, and then during checkout you'll be able to see the order notes section. So right now we're on the old, well, it's about to be old as of tonight, but it's our mobile site, and we did a search for S360, and here the listing is. This is actually the black phone, and again you can see this, the TCL Idol X Plus. And so it looks like everything that Antutu said is pretty much correct. 2 GHz CPU, dual cameras, dual SIM standby, and let's just check out more, just to check out the frequencies. So again, 2 GB RAM, 16 GB ROM. So this supports 3G WCDMA 900 and 2100 megahertz, and quad band GSM, Bluetooth 4.0, SD slot, micro SD card slot. So 2,500 milliamp battery, and you should at least be able to get a good 5 to 6 hours. Well, yeah, it does come with earphones. So here they are on the side here. So hands-free earbuds, and I won't take them out, but you can see this is a 3.5mm headphone jack, and then actually try to slide them out a little bit. And then actually nice silicone buds as well. So nice. This is like a metal buds, and then nice soft silicone on the tips there. That's another great feature or incentive. Okay, so let's just go through some of the settings. And one thing that we can see straight off is that it does have Play Store, which is a great feature that not a lot of Chinese phones are including nowadays. So TCL is a pretty large brand, and so it's good that it is supporting the Google Play Store for all the international users like yourself. And this is telling you how to do a continuous shot, which it's like okay. And then I'll just take it. Okay, so this is definitely a 13 megapixel camera. Let's just check out the gallery. And I'm sure there's probably an easier way to check out the gallery, but I just haven't played with the phone enough. So again, here's some of the icons, and we'll just check out the icons until we find the gallery. Let's see if I can find it real quick. There we go. Okay, so you can see it has a nice clear 13 megapixel camera, definitely. Has compass, Chrome browser, flashlight, which is basically like the camera flash on the back, which I always like to show off. So you just press this button to turn it on. Messaging, phone, and we'll just so when you type the key, it actually has a nice little speaker. Again, it's on the bottom here, and it has a little bit of a vibration, which is cool. Sound recorder, to-do list, voice search, TV link, video player. It looks like there is promotional video from TCL about this phone. So another thing I like is just the not only the IPS screen, which means that it has a 170-degree viewing angle, but the loudspeaker that we can hear. So that's the OS 5 from TCL. And again, it comes in these colors. I only see it the white, but if there is yellow, we'll update our listing. And this is to go into settings, and then we'll just wrap up this review with some web browsing. So we have call settings, Bluetooth 4.0. Let's check out the display just to make sure it's all the way. Okay, so you can turn the brightness up a little bit. Let's see. It's auto brightness, which I don't know if I like. There we go. So it's a lot brighter now. We'll check out apps in a second. Again, we'll just check out About Phone. So this is running Android 4.2.2. And this is the fast ROM, which it is. Language and input, let's just make sure which it does support multi-language. This is another cool thing if you're a non-native English speaker and you'd like to have one of those languages. And storage, again, we'll check out the apps real quick just to well, I'll scroll down so you guys can see that. And here are the apps. So here we have 9.4 gigabytes free here, and 3 gigabytes used. And then running shows us the RAM, so 1.2 gigabytes free for the RAM. And then all we have again, so it's about 10 gigabytes free, 9.4 gigabytes free. So we'll just scroll, and then we'll get ready for some web browsing. Again, you can take this time to like our video, also subscribe. Compass. So for a big brand Chinese phone, I'm actually really kind of impressed, just because it has again the speakers, the interface, the user interface. I mean, I've seen a little bit better, but radio, FM radio. But I think the Play Store and the multi-languages, it has YGPS as well, which is standalone GPS. So I think all in all, I mean, I'm pretty happy with this phone. Let's check out the web browsing real quick. Also, the Antutu score was pretty good as well. The 2 gigahertz CPU for the MTK6589 CPU is actually really good score. It's probably the highest for that CPU. Now there are Snapdragon CPUs which run a little bit faster, but that just takes the phone into a whole different price range. Okay, so you can see here that it loaded up instantly. Okay, and we'll just go to a couple more sites and then wrap up this review. And we may have to only go to local sites. Looks like some of the sites here are, because of the news lately, there's some news affecting us here. But looks like it is still, yeah, there it is. So, okay, so I think that this is a good point, a good place for us to, we'll show you the wide viewing angle. But a good point to wrap up this review. I want to remind you guys to like our video, subscribe, and also when you order from Dios Prime, just remember to ask us to please include the free YouTube promo case. Thanks for watching.